Do you know of people who rely on the monthly social relief of distress grant, the SRD grant, or perhaps the older person's grant? How do they spend it? Given the cost of everyday items, we saw a video shared last week of a man who took his grant money and plowed it into the soil, quite literally, because he used it to start a small vegetable garden. After he sold his produce, starting off with spinach, he managed to expand the size of this cultivated area and he turned it into a flourishing business. Just a little aside, I was doing some research on the buying power of what was then 350 rand last year increased to 370 rand after the 2024 budget. The finance minister announced that the 350 rand grant will be increased to 370 rand. This was on the 1st of April 2024. With a 20 rand increase, the buying power of the SRD grant when adjusted for inflation since 2020 is actually only 303 rand. Think about it. 5 years ago when the SRD grant was introduced, 350 rand. But today, even at 370 rand, actually, the buying power is only 303 rand. But let me speak to Nicky Jafta. He's based in Denova. That's around the Stellenbosch area. Good morning, Nicky. Really appreciate your time. And tell me, how did this all start? How did you decide, I'm going to use this 350 rand and I'm going to use my green thumbs and turn it into something?
Okay. I'll start when I was not working in that state. I decided one day I must do something to earn extra money. And that's how I started. Well, that was I was in the beginning. Before that, I was planting a little bit here, a little bit there. And most of the stuff I gave away. But now I decided I must sell this stuff. And that's how I started this our business.
So what did you spend your grant money on when you started? Seeds, fertilizer, things to start a little garden for yourself, which you then started producing fruits and vegetables?
Yes, I started buying seed and compost. The seed is expensive, I can tell you that, and also the compost. But I started, and eventually I started going bigger, and I see I can sell the stuff, and I can make a little bit of money. And so I expand, and now I'm a little bit not where I want to be, but I'm coming there.
So it sounds like you're still small, but from the video that I saw, you look like you're thriving. There are pumpkins, pampuna, squashes, spinach, all those things that you now have enough to actually sell. Do you have a market? People coming to De Novo to buy from you? Are you selling already to bigger markets?
Op die stadium verkoop ek net aan die gemeenskap rondom my, die gemeenskap in De Novo, Kraaifontein area, en dan Stellenbosch. I get them a lot of places far from De Novo. Like I also sell in Namibia, and Saron and Worcester. Carabao. I've got a big market in Carabao also.
How big is your land?
Excuse me?
How big is your earth, your land that you're using to cultivate?
Last year, I was planting on a space of about 100 by 100 square meters. Now, and this year, I'm busy extending now at the moment. I'm making 200 by 200 now.
And is that your land? Is that your property?
No, it's state property,
Mm?
but they give me permission to plant on this land.
That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So would it be fantastic if, say, a retailer, let's use for example a Pick and Pay, a Checkers, or a Woolworths, say we want to start procuring organic vegetables and produce from micro scale farmers and producers. That would definitely benefit you, wouldn't it?
It will be a big benefit. But as I told you, in this stage, I'm not there yet to sell like ShopRite or that big places. But I can sell to say for instance a fresh market and that
Okay.
kind of places. And I can, because it's not actually, if I've got pumpkins, I've got about 500 pumpkins in my last harvest. I can sell to big, but I also got my regular customers.
So, so
I
if
must sell to.
so, if you could quantify maybe in terms of how much you make, what your turnover as a business from 350 rand in an SRD grant, what did that turn into today?
My turnover last year, to be roughly, I can tell you, is around about 20,000.
That's fantastic. That's
There,
wonderful.
it's about 20,000.
Okay.
And my main product is green beans. I'm selling green beans for half the price. You'll get it at the shop, but the people is running like mad. They gave me sleepless nights, to be honest.
You were wanted man. So if people were to come to De Novo and try and find you there, would you have produce available for them?
In this stage, I'm a seasoned guy.
Mm.
I still got pumpkins left about from that 500 plus. I've got about 60 left, and the other stuff, like the winter stuff, is still growing. It's in the ground, and I prepare for the end of this year
Wow.
when it's harvest time again.
Well,
And it's a lot of work.
Nicky, that
But I got a partner. Let's say my partners in crime. There's the South African Institute. They give me the training. They help me a lot. They gave me advice how to do my books and all that stuff. How to do my planning. I can tell you that guys, they take me all the way.
well, congratulations, and you a sterling example, taking 350 rand in a SRD grant and turning it into a 20,000 rand turnover last year. Nicky Jafta, small micro scale farmer in the De Novo Stellenbosch area. If you know that area, try and go find Nicky. He still has plenty of pampuna from last season.